pole and the win. It's just a perfect weekend for Chapman as he comes down the absolutely huge final straight, and I think he will be congratulated by his team as Chapman once again wins another Grand Prix. Once again, it's Max Chapman in P1. Today, he wins at Monza. It's Max Chapman in the first podium position, of Max Chapman has driven absolutely incredibly, not just today, but the entirety of the league. From day one, he's won the race. From day two, he won the race. Today, across the line, he's won the race and won the championship. It is Max Chapman, who is the champion of the world. Du bist Weltmeister. And it's lights out, and away we go here in Mexico. Off the line gets Joel really quick down the inside. Max Chapman got an incredible start. He goes down the inside. Kevin is using all of the ERS. Both of the drivers darting right to the inside into turn one. It is Joel from Max, from Kevin, from Dylan. Dylan is right on the tail.
Oh, there's a crash!
That's a huge crash. Where is that? Oh, Joel and Max. Joel and Max have had a huge crash.
Both the Alpines obviously running in tandem at the moment with, in fact, Archie getting overtaken now by Joel. Joel up into P8. I mean, what a start for him. That's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, that's 12 positions, or, 11 positions gained for him on the first 4 laps. Who will be first to the line? It looks like it'll be Torben Schutt to win the race. It is Torben Schutt, followed by Joel Foxall, so close there. Joel is around the corner, and he wins a KencoF1 race for the first time. It pops up for us. Joel has won a race. Torben Schutt in P2.
Romero jumps him in the start. Joel Foxall is going to try and find the gap, and I think that's created. He's going to go down the middle of both Red Bulls, splitting them, and I think that's P1 through turn 1, just going to stick it round the inside, but I think that's Max Chapman that prevails out of turn 3. Around the final turn we go for the last time. Max Chapman crosses the line. He's going to win the first race of season 2.5. Joel Foxall coming around the final parabolica. You know, he's won the sprint race here. He pretty much had the perfect qualifying in P2, and he crosses the line to win another race here in KencoF1.
Joel Foxall keeping his position there in P2 along with Max Chapman, really heavily defending coming into this turn as Joel Foxall takes in the inside. Max Chapman does not want to give up that position this early on in the race, but he had to there. Callum's slowing down a little bit just so Joel can catch up, and we do see that definitely help out here as Joel's now within a second to Max Chapman. And yeah, I mean, look how close Joel is now to Max. Wow, that really did not play well for Max as he's sandwiched between 2 Ferraris right now. Yeah, we're going to see it maybe go 3 wide here as we've got McGrath in the middle. Joel overtakes Max Chapman. He might even overtake his teammate as well as, yeah, Max Chapman there, P3, Callum in P1, Joel in P2.
Fast corners of the Baku Street circuit. That'll be amazing.
Oh! As we've just seen, Joel Foxall there. I'm not too sure. Max Chapman giving back a place as Joel Foxall has lost a part of his front wing. Dylan's now being sandwiched between 2 Ferraris and also 2 Mercedes there, fighting for P3 and P4. I have no idea who's going to be on the podium there as Callum slowed down the Mercedes as Joel Foxall comes in out of nowhere for P3. Wow. This Grand Prix is played into Max Chapman's hands as he crosses the line to win the Baku Grand Prix with the fastest lap.
Max Chapman on pole position. Will he get jumped by Torben into the first corner? Off they go. Max Chapman looks like he might have had a little bit of a slower start compared to Torben Schutt. It's 3 wide into turn 1. Max Chapman keeps the inside line. Torben Schutt goes ahead into turn 2, and that looks like he'll pull ahead as well.
Just fastest laps after fastest laps here. Max Chapman still stealing that fastest lap there from Joel. 111s they're currently setting. They're setting 108s, 109s, so we might see those a little bit later on as Joe Robinson and Joel Foxall are fighting it here, wheel by wheel. As looks like Joel's got a little bit more pace there. Max Chapman, considering he's got front wing damage, he does indeed cross the line very closely, followed by Joel Foxall right behind him.
In terms of damage, but any late safety cars could help them a lot.
100%, yeah. Safety car in sprint race is not what the drivers want. However, some will, some won't. As we see Joel Foxall here make the inside lane as he pulls out in front of Josh O'Mara there in P9.
Josh made a good start from his P4 in the start, but you never know. It always looks like Joel is got the outside and now he's down into P3.
Yeah, we're just having a little look here with Josh and Joel. Let me try and get rid of the name tags there. And they're fighting here down the Hamilton Straight, onto the Hamilton Straight to cross the line and win the Silverstone Grand Prix 2022 of round 5. Well done to Joel Foxall there.
Yeah, Reggie J. Hargreaves sending it down the inside on Joel Foxhall as Max also makes it down the inside on Joel Foxhall. This is an opportunity for Max and also for Reggie J. Hargreaves. He could be in contention for the win on this race. Joel is absolutely going to send it as late on the brakes as he can, but so is Max. Max is going to stick it down the inside. Joel deep on the brakes.
Goes on the grass.
That opens an opportunity for Chapman, and Joel gets a massive snap of oversteer. He manages to keep it on the track, but this is not good for Joel, the driver, who is not DNF. He's finished on the podium every single race in KencoF1 since Japan of Season 1. He cannot let this slide right now. Tragedy for both of the Ferrari drivers. Not a lot significantly alongside, so can't argue that he didn't leave enough space there, but Jay's still going to fight it around the corners. These regular track limits really playing to him as Joel Foxhall goes down the inside of both of them. A double overtake into turn 1 using the ERS. Is Jay going to turn in on him? Jay does turn in on him. Come together once again. The Red Bull of Jay Robertson and Joel absolutely ruining Joel's championship hopes at the moment.
It's pretty much perfection, I mean, for this race. He went into the race knowing what he wanted to do, and he's gone home and crossed the line to win the Austrian Grand Prix here.
More importantly, look at Joel. He's 5 seconds behind P3. That's going to be his first non-podium finish since Japan.
But we'll ride on board here with Max Chapman, and we'll have a little look to see if he can collect both of these drivers coming into turn 1. I mean,
looks like Max is going to be going. Oh no, Joel
Here we
is
go.
going to Reggie. Just back him up. Make sure he doesn't get it.
Yeah, team orders by Joel. I mean, this hasn't ended yet, I'll tell you that right now. Hargreaves will not just give up that easily. 35 laps of amazing racing. Joel, you know, pitting at the best time possible under that safety car. He goes and wins the Hungarian Grand Prix. As I get a voice crack, congratulations to Joel. 25 points will be picked up by him. 18 for Max Chapman there in P2. Kasper Kuritz crossing the line in his Haas P3. This could literally put Joel on pole for tomorrow. He goes and crosses the line at 107.1. Sorry, 106.8. Oh, my apologies. The graphics telling us false information there.
Joel Foxhall, pole position for the sprint race tomorrow.
Absolute masterpiece there by Joel.
5 lights, and it's lights out, and away we go. Good start for both the front runners. Fantastic start from Callum McGrath. Trying to go around the outside, and now I think it's a Ferrari 1-2.
The McLaren of Hargreaves making up 2 positions there, as we're seeing Max Chapman trying to fight back Callum in the early stages of this Grand Prix. Callum has been spun around though. Don't know if there was contact made, but he's going back on the track, and that is Joel Foxhall retired from the... Did he just crash into his teammate? No.
Yes, the 2 Ferraris have crashed.
Max Chapman crossing the line to win the Brazilian sprint race 2022. And he'll be going very happy and his head held higher in tomorrow's race. 5 lights. And it's lights out and away we go. Joel Fox are already up to P9 on the grid, who's overtaking Adam Forbin. But we'll ride on board again with Joel Foxall here as he's going on the outside. With the DRS barely even opened and he was already making the move there. Joel Foxall's going to want to make this move as much as he can here as all of the drivers come down into turn 1. Joel Foxall on the inside of turn 1. Oh, he does get a little bit oversteered. Joel Foxall up to P3. Regains the leader of this Grand Prix is Joel Foxall. Oh my gosh, there's literally 3 abreast. What is going on? They are, I don't even know what to say. Max Chapman's making the move now. 2 laps left. He's got the lead of the race. We'll go watch Max Chapman here down the straight. Although we got Joel Foxall on the outside of Max Chapman to overtake as Max hits a wall. Oh my gosh. What was that? Max just DNF'd on the straight.
Joel Foxall,
damn.
2-time champion of the world.
Yes, boys! Come on!
Let's go. Oh man.